Anthony Nesty heeft namelijk deelgenomen aan de Olympische Spelen als hoofdcoach van de mannen. En aan Nesty, aan Anthony, vroeg ik wat het betekende voor hem om hoofdcoach te zijn van de zwemselectie van de Verenigde Staten in Parijs.
Destiny, thanks for having me. It's always great to come on your program. It's been fantastic. All the feedback I get from my friends and people back home. You do a fantastic job. School started 2 weeks ago, so we're back at it. So I just had a couple of days with my family in Amsterdam, and other than that, you just back to work. But it's obviously for my career was definitely a highlight of my career. Any coach in any sport, especially the Olympic quote unquote sports. As you start as a club level, high school level, college level, the goal is always to get the opportunity to coach Olympic team, whether it's Suriname, USA, Holland, whatever. That's a great honor because they value your expertise. They value your leadership, and for me was definitely a highlight of my career.
Okay, that's great. Als ik even terugblik, je bent in 96 begonnen als coach van Florida Swim Club. En toen ben je daarna assistent geworden van University of Florida, 98, 99. Je hebt een tijdje ook de Surinamse selectie in 2004, dacht ik, tijdens de Olympische Spelen onder je hoede gehad. En vanaf 2006 ben je eigenlijk vast bij Florida University. En in die periode tot nu heb je eigenlijk alle gradaties op het hoogste niveau doorlopen. Ik zag in 2011 was je co-hoofdcoach van World University Games. In 2021 was je assistent bij de Olympische Spelen in Tokio. 2022 WK Budapest hoofdcoach Amerika. En dit jaar hoofdcoach van de mannen in Parijs. What next?
It's what extra. No, it's not about getting extra accolades, but it's more about being consistent. For us, it's as you well know, our in the States, it's all about performance, and that performance needs to be consistent, and it needs to be at a high level year in, year out. So the goal is always, the saying is, "What have you done for me lately?" It's all about turning the page. Yes, we had a great year, but it's a new year upon us, and we have to get these athletes ready and to perform at a high level again. I'm not changing, and the sport isn't changing, and my job isn't changing. My job is to bring the best out of the athletes I coach, and obviously I have a good staff too, and for us it's performance based, and to keep that consistent year in, year out.
Ja, duidelijk, Anthony. Toch nog een aspect. Is de druk groter op je als gekleurde persoon als je in zo'n positie zit?
Yeah, the pressure is always there, but obviously, when you're me, it seems like it's tenfold. But it's I've been under pressure for a long time. As a swimmer, and as an assistant, as an associate head coach, and now a head coach. You got to trust in your abilities. Somebody asked me if I go onto social media. I was like, no, because if you go on social media, probably half the people like you and half the people dislike you.
Exactly.
So but it's you have to control what you control, and my job again is to be a real. I mean, obviously, I was a role model as an athlete, and now I'm a role model as a coach, coaching at a high level. And I was very fortunate, lucky to have opportunities as an athlete and now as a coach. But I mean, the pressure is always there, but you can't dwell on it, and you know. The main thing about the pressure, if you're prepared, which I always try to be prepared, the pressure is less.
Okay.
Because for us, it's all about preparation. If you're prepared to swim at a high level, you look at the training you've done. You can only you can only take the body of work, and in our case, you look at the year for us, right? We started in September, and we ended up end of July. All you can do or take from that long season is what you've put in day out, and that's what that gives you confidence. I mean, the pressure's still there, but it's you. You look at what you've done in training, and that should give you confidence when you have to compete.
Oké. Teruggaan naar de Olympische Spelen. Als ik kijk dus naar het zwemteam van de Verenigde Staten. Jullie hadden een, laat maar zeggen, tussen aanhalingstekens iets wat traag gestart. En jullie grote concurrent bij het zwemmen is altijd Australië. Uiteindelijk hebben jullie 8 goud, 13 zilver en 7 brons gehaald. Totaal 28 medailles bij het zwemmen. En Australië toch voorbij gegaan. Wat betekende dat voor jullie als zwemploeg?
I mean, that was the goal, right? Our goal was to obviously, last summer, I mean, Australia, they took it to us, and Fukuoka, but the goal is always to be the best team at the Olympics and the best team at the World Championships. But sometimes, last summer I mean, it wasn't the preparation, but more of the time between the trials. I think we had less time between the trials than we did at the Olympics, and then that makes a factor. But the goal was always to go to this meet and be the best team in the meet. Slow start, of course. As the head coach, what I was pretty disappointed at, but it's athletics. We had a lot of fourth places instead of third. We had a lot of third places instead of second, and we had a lot of second places instead of first. And it's the margin of error was like tiny across the board. But you have to respect the other countries and their staff and the athletes, but athletics is what it is. It's a brutal business that we are in, and you have to take the results as they come.
Ja, een andere interessante, bijzondere feit is dus dat Amerika bij de mannen altijd minimaal 1 gouden medaille had gehaald. En in principe, als ik het goed heb, pas op de laatste dag lukt het aan Bobby Fink om de enige gouden medaille op individuele zwemmen uiteraard te halen. En ik keek naar de uitzending van NBC en ik zag jou aan het einde, toen hij goud behaalde, heel emotioneel. Ik heb je eigenlijk nooit zo gezien, zelfs niet als zwemmer. Kan je dat moment even weer terug beschrijven?
Well, you're the head coach of the U.S. Obviously we won the relay day one, but other than that, no individual gold medals. And here you have Bobby. The thing about that race, he was on world record pace the whole time.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't care how many gold medals you are, but world records are special. World record means you're the first to have gone that fast ever, and for me, you talk about the extras, right? That was something extra, and leave it to Bobby to be the one to get the gold medal and to get the world record on top of that. It's yeah. At that point, I got pretty emotional for sure. But it was a great moment for U.S. swimming. Great moment for Bobby and his family. Great moment for me. It was one of those things. I mean, obviously, I didn't know I was going to get that emotional, but it just came, and no stopping it at that point.
Ja. Het was heel mooi om te zien, overigens. Ja. Dan zie je dus dat die koude Anthony toch ook nog bloed door zijn aderen. Ja, dat was mooi. Ja. Overigens, Katie Ledeck heeft ook geschiedenis geschreven. Ze is naar een aantal Olympische Spelen gegaan. De vraag is ook aan haar gesteld, als ze in LA erbij zal zijn, zie je dat gebeuren, Anthony? Dat ze in Los Angeles bij zit?
Well, she's the ultimate professional, right? That's, swimming is what she has the passion for. Swimming is what she enjoys. Swimming is her life. She's on a lot of PR tours, so I haven't really sat down with her to figure out where we're going. But obviously, she had reading all the articles, reading all the interviews, that she is going to give it a go. But LA's a long ways away. But if somebody can do it, it's her, because she's dedicated to herself, takes care of her body well, better than many athletes I've known, and she does everything the right way and the best way for her to continue this dominance in the sport.
Oké, tot slot, je bent van de week uitgeroepen tot ESCA George Haynes Coach of the Year. Dit is weer een geweldige waardering. Had je dat verwacht, en wat doet het met je?
The way they decide that award is whoever's athletes score the most medals. Yeah. And obviously our athletes did, and that's not a great honor and a testimony to our program, University of Florida, the Gators, the city, Gainesville, Florida, of course, and all the support from our trainers, our strength and condition staff, our nutrition staff, our mental health staff, the academic advisors. It's a group effort, and the most important thing for me is that we all share this award. It's not just me, because I can't do it alone, but it's just my staff and support staff, and it's a great honor. But but like I said before, we're in another season, and we just gotta enjoy it as we can. But we have to get ready for the 24-25 season, which is upon us.
Nou, Anthony, het was weer een groot genoegen om met jou te praten. Je zei het al, jouw standaarden staan heel hoog. En we zijn ook heel trots op jou dat jij Suriname, of jij ons als Surinamers heel trots maakt. Hou zo, en all the best, my man.
All right, thank you, and have a good one.